Hey bird watchers, in this demo we'll use some orchestration between GitLab and Jira to add visual reference files to XTM. That's to aid translators in strings localization. Alright, here's our repository in GitLab. The main branch has merge requests from feature branches, such as the PRD 120 right here. And each of these commits has a referenced Jira issue attached to it. The challenge here is that the actual translations are merged using a legacy automation. So that makes it trickier to get the commits. For example, the commit could look something like this. Or they could be fully automated commits, such as the sync source one right here. So we might not have access to the original commits in our translation branch. We can just see that at some point a legacy automation synchronizes the source content from the main branch into the translation branch. So how can we find which feature branch was responsible so we can gather content from them? In our example, we know that these issues from Jira, PRD 120 and PRD 119, are responsible for the context for the last synchronization of the source. In Jira, we can see this here, and our issues have attachments that are the visual context to the feature represented in the issue. So in our bird, we have a manual trigger just to demonstrate how it looks for a specific commit, but we could set this as an event to trigger on when a commit is done. Here is the commit we'll use for this demo, and we can see it matches GitLab right here. Now let's see our baby bird fly to gather context for our translation project. We got the most recent commit. Then we also get the commit that was synchronized to the source before, and that's this commit right here. And then in the main branch, we found all commits that were attaching our source file. After that, we initialize a variable and a utility to help extract the Jira issue from the commits and update that variable. We use a utility to remove the duplicates, so we can focus on just these two Jira issues right here. After that, we'll list the attachments for the Jira issues. We'll then use a condition to check if the file type is an image or not. If it is, we'll download the attachment and upload to our XTM project as a reference file. Inside XTM, we can see our reference files were added here, and we can download them if we want. Other than attachments as a reference, we can also take any metadata from the ticket itself in Jira and pass that on to translators or to an LLM for additional context. And there you have it, a solution architected bird to address how to improve context in string localization without adding any manual human efforts.